Okay, I was going to do a live video, but apparently I can't do that from my phone, and I don't have a webcam hooked to my computer yet, so can't go live. So I was going to do this live, but I will not. I guess I'll just do it and then upload it. So I'm going to start doing like not really a review, just I'm going to do a video to help me keep up with things. Because I'm reading so many different titles that I need help keeping up with stuff sometimes. You got life going on, and then you got however many books you have on your pull. Sometimes it gets to be a little bit hectic. Stuff starting and stopping, ending, new stuff coming in, stuff you don't want you're dropping. So we will go with the most recent thing that I just got done reading. My cat is wanting attention. It is G.I. Joe Yearbook number 2, a Tim Laddie cover. I'm not really a big fan. Michael Golden does the art on the inside though, and I gotta say it wasn't doing anything for me today when I read it. Usually I get some kind of nostalgia when I read them, but it just wasn't. This wasn't doing. And it's standard G.I. Joe. It's nothing new. Cobra's doing something bad. G.I. Joe is trying to stop them. What it looks like is that a secret Russian kind of group was transporting an experimental weapon, and they were testing an experimental weapon, and they were doing it on what they thought were civilians, and it ended up being Cobra, and they tried to steal it. And it was a big epic fight between these two groups, and then at the very end, Joe ended up getting the thing anyway, and they sailed away with the weapon, and they were like, "Thanks for getting it to the dock for us." It wasn't bad. It was G.I. Joe. I mean, what do you expect? Beta Ray Bill number 4. One more issue left of this. I love this book. This was the first thing that I read when I got my books in. It's the first thing I read. It's the first thing I read every time I get a lot of books in when this is in it. I've been loving the art. I've been loving the action. I've been loving the story. I've been loving everything about Beta Ray Bill. Sad that it's only a miniseries. It's going to end the next one. I need to get 1 and 2. Shouldn't be too difficult. I'll have the whole miniseries. I'll read it all over again. But I've been loving it. I love Beta Ray Bill. Have for a long time. Swamp Thing. I wish I got the Brian Boland cover, but I did not. I got cover A in my pool, so cover A. I'm honestly thinking about starting to change cover B in my pool because all the B covers are really, really nice. Like it's starting to get kind of ridiculous how I'm just getting the cover A, and you would kind of think that should be the best one, but then you get cover B, and it's way better. Ram V is doing the story in this one. McCrae is doing the artwork. I've been loving some Swamp Thing. I'm sad that there's only 10 issues of this. Why is this not ongoing? Maybe it will be after this. Maybe because I don't know. I don't know how DC is doing things. I don't know when the last Swamp Thing came out was. So, but I've been loving the story. There's been something that's been infecting the Green. Couldn't quite figure out what it was. He had to go to the Green to get his girlfriend out of the Green, who was in the Green. This is the new Swamp Thing dude, whose name escapes me right now. And apparently in this issue, there was a nuclear bomb that was affecting people and making them hate each other for their differences. Or no, I think it said it made them turn fascist. So whatever you get from that, it made them want to be fascists. So I don't know what, and he went to go get the nuclear bomb and dispose of it so it would not corrupt the people of the city, because it was trapped underneath there. It's kind of like a one-off thing, but it kind of ties into the whole main story because it's like him going through his experience of being the Swamp Thing and being a friend of the Green. And yeah, I love Swamp Thing. It's almost impossible for a person who's an artist to draw a bad Swamp Thing. I've had people draw Swamp Thing who had never drawn Swamp Thing ever in their life, and it always comes out at least halfway decent. This is, I think, a candidate for my favorite book out of my pool. It is Avengers 46. Avengers has started back up, or Legacy 746. So this is World War She-Hulk Part 1 by Jason Aaron and Garon. I have read as much Jason Aaron as I possibly can get my hands on, and I like the way he writes, very much so. The artist is probably not going to be, Javier Garon. I love the art. I love the art. I love the story. I love the pacing. I love the way the characters interacted with each other. I love the cadence in which the book was written. It was kind of a speedy cadence, but you still got everything you needed to get. Apparently, there was a fight between She-Hulk and someone in Russia, and things were wrecked. And now the Russia's version of X-Men, the Avengers, just the group associated with that country, like Alpha Flight's Canada, U.S. is like Avengers and X-Men, even though I know there was Avengers Europe, I think, at one point in time. But yeah, the Russian version of that came to capture the She-Hulk. They broke into their mountain fortress and got her out and kidnapped her and neutralized a whole bunch of them. Kind of worried about Tony Stark because he got jacked up. And someone is deceased at the end of this, by the end of this comic too. I'm not going to say who. I really liked it. I love it. This is a really big candidate for my book of the haul here that I get every 2 weeks. Is that Avengers? I really, really liked everything about it. X-Men #1. There's this comic that is really expensive that some people have. And it's called Giant Size X-Men #1, and it introduced a whole new X-Men team. And then the next issue that came out that next month, or it could have just been that came out that month, I don't know. It started the numbering back as where it was. So the last one I got was a 21, and now I have another #1. So it only went 21 issues. I don't get it. I literally have like 6 or 8, maybe even 9 X-Men #1s. So at this point, but I did love the artwork. Pepe Larraz, and Jerry Duggan did a run on Deadpool the last time I was getting Deadpool, and I really liked it. And I liked this story. It was very unorthodox. They used construction equipment. What's his name? Cinch, I think his name is a tech kind of guy. He can make things, do things technologically really, really well. And it's the cover A wraparound. I'm afraid to. Goodness. I got the regular cover A, of course. I liked the story. The mech was original. Spoiler alert. They went on this whole little Mighty Morphin Power Rangers trip. There's an advertisement for the trial of Magneto. I will get that. Apparently Scarlet Witch is dead. I think again. This is like the second time she's died, hasn't it? So they made a mech to fight this thing. There was a little Avengers cameo, a little Fantastic Four cameo, as they came to also battle this thing. By the time they got there, the new iteration of Wolverine had jumped out of the mech and did a classic Wolverine thing and trashed whatever this thing was. There was some comedy. There was a lot of action. It showed them working as a team, which is what you want this kind of book to do, show that they can work as a team together. I enjoyed it. I like Polaris. I like Rogue. I like Jean Grey. And Cyclops. Sunfire, I don't know a lot about. I get to learn about. Sitch, I have no idea. X-23, I've never had anything with X-23 in it. I didn't get the first appearance or anything. I like the story. I like the art. Quit starting it over at number 1. Just let it run. Holy crap. But I did enjoy it. It's going to stay on my pull, especially since I need a next book on my pull. You have to have at least one, and that's the one I want. These next two are linked. The Amazing Spider-Man Chameleon Conspiracy. I loved it. I thought it was great. Classic Chameleon, making people doubt themselves, drive themselves crazy. Apparently, spoiler alert, Parker's sister is a covert double agent spy chameleon thing. Maybe. She doesn't know. I really like this story, even though I've not heard a lot of good stuff about Nick Spencer's run on this book. I like this story. The rest of the issues that I've been reading of Amazing Spider-Man have been kind of stable. This one was all right. It wasn't bad. I know I think I said at one point in time that I wasn't quite sure whether I was a fan of the artwork or not. This issue changed that. I really like the artwork. I really, really do. The part that sold me, let's see, the part that sold me is this panel right here. Right here. And I was immediately like, oh, maybe I've been underrating the art. Because I really like that. But, yeah, this is the prelude to Sinister War, which I will also be getting. It's also, should be on its way here. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 70. The Sinister Six and the other group that I'm blanking on the name right now, but the other big bad group are going to war with each other. So it's involving all the bad guys versus the other bad guys, pretty much. Everybody's caught in the middle, including other bad guys and Spider-Man. I do like that, because even though I've been reading Spider-Man for a long time, I really like Peter Parker as a character. I do know he has limitations, and he mentioned that he needed to probably get in touch with the Avengers and get a hand with this situation, because it's a little bit too much for just him by himself. So yeah, it was just him figuring out basically what's going on. I mean, he doesn't know exactly what's going on. Nobody really does yet. So that'll pick up in Sinister War, which I've heard people say is actually pretty good too. This one's new. Geiger number 4. I love post-apocalyptic. Can't speak. Post-apocalyptic stuff. Jeff Johns, Gary Frank doing the artwork, Brad Anderson doing the colors, I believe. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked it. It totally, yeah. I like the comedy moments between them, the whole Mad Max thing, homage that happens in this. I'm a sucker for that. I love Mad Max. I like how it touched on that. Like, I don't know if they do that a lot in this book, because this is the first issue I picked up. After this, I really want to go get 1, 2, and 3. There's a guy in here who's like doesn't have to wear a suit because he is radioactive. He has boron in his body, like boron bars put in his body, and he glows, and I guess becomes radioactive, and he can fight things with like these little nightstick club things that are, I'm assuming, boron bars. I'm not sure. He has a 2-headed dog, or wolf rather, that he has named Barney. I like the artwork. I love this kind of setting. I like this book. I can't wait for the next issue. If I read the next issue and it's just as good as this one is to me, I'm going to start getting 1, 2, and 3. So I have the whole thing, and this is definitely... This is probably... Avengers was number 1. This was probably number 2 for me. Yeah, it really was. It really did something for me. Batman 110, James Tynion, Jorge Jimenez. I love the art. It's been a slow burn. Lots of talking, a lot more action. This book really picked up. 110 picked up, gave me a whole lot of bad action, like I like. Him being smart, him fighting. Nightwing even makes an appearance. So did some of the other ones. This is the cop or he was a prison guard who apparently lost the loss of his limbs. Now he has metal ones. He is called the Peacemaker, and he's trying to stop crime, even if it means killing things, which of course Batman is against. So yeah, it was good issues, and it filled that Batbook need of Bruce Wayne outsmarting his opponents and fighting and all that good stuff. And last but not least, Spawn 319, Carlo Barberi. I love his art. I love the art inside. I love the cover. Although I don't think he did the cover. I think... Say what I think it is. Let me see. It's a cardstock. It's the hard card. I love the cardstock. I really do. And the book is still the same price. So yeah. Cover artist Bjorn Berens, Todd McFarlane, and Francesco Mattina. Yes. So yeah, Bjorn, amazing artwork. I really love his artwork. Carlo on the inside, I love his artwork too. This book's good, inside and out covers. Story is a Todd McFarlane story. It's written that way. Spawn is trying to find... Hey, the countdown's back. I don't know what I missed about the countdown. I thought we were past the countdown, but apparently it's back. There's a new character. Soul Crusher? Nice. He is hunting down a vampire to get a key. He tracks the vampire down who has 2 people trapped, captured, and he kills the vampire, leaves them because they're not good people anyway, gets the key, and delivers it to Sam of Sam and Twitch, and gets them on a case to help him figure something out. They transport the what's this guy's name? The gorilla. They're transporting him, and he escapes. Sort of. Yeah, I enjoyed it. All around a good 2-week pull. Yeah. I had lots of books that I liked. Some were some were fantastic. Some I'll have to see in the future. Yeah, I'll try to resolve issues so I can start doing live stuff, because apparently I cannot do it here, so I need to resolve that issue, because I'd like to be able to have that ability and interact with everybody when I make videos. So yeah, but that's what I got. That's what I thought of what I got. There'll be some new stuff showing up. See y'all next time I have a haul video.